Alright, welcome back, and like I promised from last video, I do have some news. I won't actually have the the articles and stuff in the description just yet. I'll have to probably look for that, but this video will probably... Oh wow, I can't talk right now. Dang it. Anyway, you guys have an idea what I'm trying to say. It's gonna take me a while to find the articles and stuff like that, the news articles, because it happened like a while ago, like maybe a year. I don't know if it hit national news or not, but anyway, let's go with the first one, with the train hitting the mother's child. Anyway, this child was going home. Like, apparently these kids were bullying. I'm like, what the fuck's the point of bullying anyway? Anyway, these kids bullied. Thank you. This kid apparently, and the kid took this different route just to avoid the bullies this time, and apparently he got hit by a train. I mean, you obviously know this kid pretty much got obliterated by a fucking train. I'm pretty sure. Let's just hope it wasn't a suicide thing, but it's kind of fucked up, really. But anyway, the mother is just crying out. She's there at the scene, and she's just fucking losing it. But the media don't give two fucks. There was no fucks given that day. No joke. There were no fucks given that day. And I saw that news. I was pissed off. They wanted to have an interview with her and ask her how her feelings were about her son dying, and then ask her a bunch of fucking retarded questions about it. If I can find this article, I will post it in the description so that way you guys can read this bullshit. It pissed me royally off. I mean, it's like, I lost a brother. My brother died in like I was like 12, I think, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. That shit fucking destroyed my fucking, I don't know. I'm trying to be careful. Fuck you, dog. Okay, anyway, I lost my brother. He died. He fell asleep in a car, and he came back from hanging out with friends. He was drinking, so instead of him driving, his friend drove. But the problem is, he was drunk too. Logic, I know. Anyway, he was taking him home, and the guy just parked to the side of the road. He must have went to take a piss or something, and then ended up wandering off away from the vehicle, leaving the car on and all that. Radio left on, and, well, my brother... I'll even tell you his name. Isaac was asleep in the passenger seat. And it gets better. Well, yeah. He's asleep, and all of a sudden, there's a short in the front of the vehicle, like a, wire shorts and some shit like that. And if the vehicle catches on fire up front, the vehicle is now on fire. My brother's still asleep. The vehicle is started in the front of the truck, and it's now working its way towards my brother. It starts melting the plastic, the dashboard, on the front of the vehicle, and let me see. And it melted the dashboard, and the fumes from the dash. He breathed it in because of the chemicals and poison in it. I mean, he pretty much died in, like, apparently the way that they described it is, dang, I need to, like, learn to multitask this bullshit. And, fuck, why do I keep saying and? The vehicle caught on fire. The dashboard, but anyway, the chemicals from the dashboard.
This is Chris.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is
Brad, this is Chris. Brad? Damn. Thing's broken.
Fuck, dude. Fuck off me! Get the fuck off me! Oh, kiss my ass. You did not just do that to me. You just did that to me, motherfucker. Well, anyway, the chemicals from the dash, apparently the what's made in there, if that shit ever burns, pro tip, get the fuck away from that vehicle. Well, obviously I'm gonna get the fuck away from the vehicle. It's on fire. No, literally get away from it from a good distance, because apparently this fume in 45 seconds, if you breathe it in, breathe it in, it can kill you. Say what? Yeah, it can actually fucking, like, mass murder your fucking thing. It pretty much kills you instantly or some shit like that. And, well, he breathed it in because he was asleep. Sorry, I'm holding my breath right now. Okay. And while he was asleep and when he was breathing in, he died in the passenger seat. Well, all the windows were up, doors were shut, and the fire was eventually now starting to reach him. I'll just describe this. If you have a brother and all that, sister, that gets burnt up in a fire, don't take a look at the body. But eventually the story gets fucked up at the end. So, anyway, he dies and all. But funny thing about it, though, the fire reached him and it only charcoaled him a bit. I mean, of course, his hair and all that burnt off. I mean, obviously. But all of a sudden, there must have been like all the heat buildup or whatever, and the windows blew out, and like a gust of wind, the fire went out like a snap. I mean, most of you can be like, "Ah, that's bullshit." Nah. A lot of you can fire department and all that. I'm pretty sure I can try to find an article about him or the obituaries where he, how he died and stuff, because I'm pretty sure where that I still got that. I'm pretty sure. Well, anyway. We had the funeral. It was like, I still remember how it all started out too. My mom got a phone call. It was Saturday morning. This shit happened, let me rephrase it. It happened 4 years ago, and I still remember this shit from yesterday. This is something you don't forget about. And it was Saturday morning, 10 o'clock a.m. I was sleeping in. I was still in high school. I was just enjoying the fact that I got the chance to, I was sleeping in and I'm just fucking enjoying it. Next thing I know, I hear my mother cry. But here's the second part of it. She also had a brother that was fighting against like liver disease, not liver, well, from pretty much alcohol poisoning. So he looked like death, like he was about to die. And, well, when she got the phone call, she was expecting like a phone call from the doctor saying that, but instead she got a phone call from her sister saying, oh shit, saying that,
are you okay? Want me to treat your wounds?
Fucker, I sometimes get tired of hearing your shit.
Yeah, would you?
Rebecca treated your wounds. You don't say.
Thanks.
Somebody sure knows how to get a deal. Most of the medical supplies here are from Umbrella.
Umbrella?
Don't you know? They're only the biggest taxpayers around here. They make most of these medicines right here. Homegrown in Raccoon City. But there's not much left, so take care of yourself.
Anyway, she gets a phone call and all that. And she just flips the fuck out. It's something you don't want to see your mother go through. I am not even joking. If it's the most one thing that will just tear you to pieces to see your mother cry like this. At first I didn't go down because I was still asleep, and I kept on hearing it can't be. It's a lie. It can't be true. Oh my gosh, and all that other stuff. She is just losing it, and I didn't know why. But all finally I heard the words, "My baby boy is gone." Now here's where I'm like, the fuck she say? I get out of bed, I go downstairs, and she is just crying like a fountain of tears. I go down and I sit down next to her, I give her a hug and all, and I ask her what's wrong. And she tells me that my brother's dead. I never understood the concept of everything just stopped, like time and all that. I never understood that until that moment. I literally like froze up, everything around me just like, it's as if time itself just stopped, and I just thought like, I didn't know what to think. It hit me like a fucking train. I was like, this is a dream, right? This is a fucking dream. And I didn't know how to take it, and I ended up throwing up and stuff like that because it was some fucking weird shit. But I didn't know how to really handle it, and it was just like, oh, yeah, your brother's dead. Well, I was just like, oh wow. Anyway, well, now we're gonna go ahead and skip ahead forward because you already know the whole how he died concept. But now her sister and other family are telling her these lies. I mean, the Undertaker told her that he was only charcoaled and all that, right? Like, not really burnt that bad. But her sister, her blood sister, is telling her that her own son had his lungs hanging out, his heart was on his lap, his jaw was dislocated, telling her all kind of fucked up shit about her, and it just made her even worse. And here's the even more fucked up thing. We already paid for the funeral and put him in the ground and all that. A week later, her sister and her husband are putting out these little donation things in these gas stations and store, asking for donations so that way they can get money for opposable burial, because they say they can't afford to bury him even though we just buried him. They were using him as some fucking thing to get money so that way they can buy some fucking shit that... But anyway, to use him that way, it was just so fucked up. It really pissed... It was just really fucked up. I'm just gonna stop. Word of the day. What was, like, maybe your worst thing? I mean, did anything bad ever happen? Or, as a matter of fact, did anything good? What was your best day? Fuck that bad day shit. What was the best thing that ever happened to you? Leave it down in the comments. Let me know. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys listening to my bullshit. And all I have to do is just say I appreciate it. Thank you for this subscribing. Thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for just watching them. Hopefully we get to chat and comments and all that. And maybe we'll finally get to meet. Who knows? Otherwise, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And otherwise, bye.